Educators are facing questions about critical race theory. But what is it and why is it under attack? Critical race theory is an academic and legal concept that's been around for 4 decades. The core idea is that racism isn't just about individual prejudice or bias, it's woven into public policies and laws, even those that seem to be race blind. Single family zoning, for example, makes it harder to build affordable housing and further desegregation efforts. In K through 12 education, people have applied these concepts to patterns of student discipline and tracking systems. Because racism is part of this context of everyday life, people, white or non-white, who don't intend to be racist can nevertheless make choices that fuel racism, the theory says. It's important to note that critical race theory isn't a program or a training or a curriculum. It's a way of thinking about the world. Still, it's controversial because critics, largely though not exclusively conservatives, allege that this way of thinking fuels division or pits people of color against white people. Lawmakers in more than a dozen states have already passed or are debating legislation to ban the use of critical race theory or divisive topics in the classroom. Sometimes critical race theory is conflated with anti-racism and social justice, which are more common terms and concepts used and taught in schools. This might mean that parents or school board members could use the term critical race theory to challenge curriculum and lessons. Proposals to ban critical race theory could have a chilling effect on what teachers teach about certain topics. They might worry that teaching the full history of the removal of Indigenous peoples, or the Civil War, or the Tulsa race massacre will land them in trouble with parents or administrators. While some district officials have issued mission statements or resolutions, or they've spoken about changes in their policies using some of the discourse of critical race theory, it's actually not clear to what extent educators are explicitly teaching these concepts, or even using curriculum materials or other methods that implicitly draw on them. This is a really complex topic, so we encourage you to look at Education Week's resources at edweek.org/race to learn more.